Hey everyone, it's Kai from Kool Collectibles. It's a beautiful day to be a G1 Transformers fan because I finally got my order for MP-17 Prowl, MP-18 Blue Streak and MP-19 Smokescreen. I made the mistake of ordering these three together in one order through Robot Kingdom, and they only ship out the orders once all of them get in stock, and these guys have been released over the last 3 or 4 months, so it's been a painful wait, but it's definitely been worth the wait. So I'll just give you guys a quick look at what you get with all of this stuff. So with Prowl, because I ordered through Robot Kingdom, you get the collectible coin, I guess, which is nice to have, I guess. I don't really do anything with these, but pretty nice to have. And you come with the standard instruction book and the collectible card, which is pretty nice. I love the artwork on these, and a bit of tech spec stuff there, but yeah, they're just nice to have. Similarly for Smokescreen, you get this nice little fold out thing with the coin there. There's the back of the coin, which is pretty nice. And here's the collectible card, which is cool. Down this way for Smokescreen, Blue Streak, so you get the collectible card again. And here's the coin, which is pretty nice. It's good that they differentiate the packaging, which is pretty cool. And the standard instruction manual. But the main reason we're here is these guys. And I'll go in order. Now I guess people were talking about some of the paint apps and the issues. Overall mine are pretty good, but I'll show you a couple of the minor points on mine. So I'm not sure if you can see on Prowl here, you've got the little weird thing there, and I think there's a little scratch on the back here that you can see right there. And here I guess there's a bit of paint flecking off there, and that's pretty much it on Prowl. So that's a bit disappointing. From a normal sort of viewing distance you really can't tell, but I might send them into Robot Kingdom anyway just to see what they say about that. But how beautiful is that? Can't believe how they've made these. Pretty much blown away. And here's his rifle, which is pretty nicely done. I haven't transformed these yet and tried to put these on. I think I've heard of issues where the guns don't fit properly in the hands, so we'll have to see about that. And because these came from Robot Kingdom, they also came with the Amazon exclusive shoulder launchers. I probably won't even use those, but they're nice to have. Now Blue Streak is better, so the three progressively get better in paint app based on the date that they were released. Overall this guy is almost perfect. There's a bit of oh, I can't even find it now. There's a bit of paint, sort of weird flecking there on the roof around the edges, but probably not much I can do about that. And maybe that's it. That could be it on this guy, which is pretty good. I guess there's a bit of weird paint smudge there, but yeah, overall pretty good. I'm not sure what else I can do about that. And he comes with his, I think it's pretty much almost identical to Prowl's, apart from the handle being a different color so you can tell them apart. So those two guns are the same, and again Blue Streak came with the chrome shoulder launcher. But the best out of them all has got to be this guy. I mean, this alt mode, I was tossing up whether or not to keep him in alt mode or bot mode, but seeing this, the paint is just phenomenal. If you can see the shine of that red, it is friggin' beautiful. I'm not too keen on these weird decals they've put on there, smoke tactics and that sort of crap, but I would have preferred if they just had the number and nothing else. But what are you going to do? Huck disturb? I've got no idea what the hell that means. But the paint app on this guy is near on perfect. I think the only issue I've got with this one is probably just that little white fleck there. So I'm not sure if I can complain too much. Because overall this guy is, I don't know. If you can't tell by my monotone, I'm having nerdgasms. So yeah, if you haven't got these yet, shit, get online, go grab them any way you can, because if you're into G1, it doesn't get much better than that. Standard sort of packaging, so I won't go through that. Now I'll have a practice go of transforming these guys off camera, and if I can do it pretty quickly, I'll give it a go on camera. If not, I'll see you on the other side in bot mode. So stay tuned and I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Thanks, bye. Alright, back again, and I've had a practice run of transforming Prowl and Blue Streak. So these two pretty much have the identical transformation sequence. I'll give you guys a quick look at them in bot mode, and they are sensational. If you want G1 cartoon accuracy, well, you can't go past these masterpiece figures. Love the engineering in the feet. They've got pretty much the full range of motion. So I'll show you how you get these feet and show the ankle rocking and so on, but they're just beautiful. So there's a slight difference in Blue Streak's head sculpt as opposed to Prowl's, and that is just straight out of the cartoon. So what I'm going to do, since Smokescreen's the newest, and the transformation is pretty much the same. I think the wheels are slightly different in that they're not angled in that way, they're actually facing flat across the top. And I haven't actually tried that, so we'll get to that I guess when we get to it in the sequence. But I'll show you the general sequence now anyway. So pretty much what you do is you grab that, and there are these joints here that you want to fold down. So you'll see that there, and they just fold down, and then you pretty much just separate them and fold them out like so. So it looks like that, and I can sort of see a difference in the arms already, so that was pretty obvious. What next? You fold that down. Now I might struggle here if I'm doing this by memory, so just forgive me if I stumble a bit. So then what you do is you push this up, and you should hear a click. Yep. And then you pretty much detach that hood. If I can separate it. Oh god, there's always something when I try to do this on camera. Hold on. Alright, so I've separated them out, so that's just up like that. What you then do is you've got these side mirror tabs, which are nicely done in softer plastic, so there's I guess minimal risk of breaking them off. That probably shouldn't be there on Smokescreen in his alt mode, but no matter. So you pretty much just take that off, and what you'll see is oh, hang on, I'm supposed to fold that up. So here's a good look at Smokescreen's noggin, which is again straight out of the cartoon. So you pretty much lift that through. Now, before we do that, here's one of the gotchas. If you can see in there, you see those two tabs up the top through the gap there. They're used to actually stop this from coming back down. So what you'll see is when you first lift that through, there's nothing sort of stopping it from pushing. So what you need to do is really push that up. And initially it takes a lot of force, but I saw some other reviews and you pretty much just force it through there. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. Oh God, never seems to work on camera, does it? Hold on. Alright, so I've forced it through and you'll see that it sort of sticks up like that, and you can just sort of push it down, and then the tabs are just stopping it from coming back. It sounds like it's going to break or it's broken when you push it through, but I guess it must be pretty hard plastic. And now the head is firm. So once the head is through, you'll see these guards here, those two gaps. So what that does is that guides you in how you're going to fold these in. So I'll just show you like that. So you just fold that in, and these edges here fold into that gap like so, and just line that up like so. So you don't need to push it in too far, just so that those two sort of line up like that. And then you separate the doors, which are already separated. You open them out. Like so. And similarly with Prowl, you can angle them up like so, which is nice. And then you sort of fold it down a little bit like that, and then you have to adjust these, so it takes a bit of fiddly work here to sort of lift those up. So you need to lift those up, and so they sort of sit straight. So as you can tell, it takes a bit of fiddling around to get it all sort of lined up, and I can never do this properly on camera. Hold on. Alright, so I've managed to push those up straight now. So you need to try and get this hood down properly, which always takes a bit of fiddling with the wheels and so on. So I think the transformation for Smokescreen is a bit different, where you rotate the wheels up and then the arms come down like so, and then I think you can rotate the arms like that. Okay, so you can almost pull those out a little bit. Rotate the arm around, bring that down, and rotate that, and there he is. Okay, so you pretty much just try and make sure the wheels are out of the way. You sort of move that out a bit. Now the trick to locking the hood down, now if you can see, this piece here has a little tab, so you need to push that up, and you'll see under the hood, let's see if you can actually see it. God. I need to push that back in like that. So underneath the hood you'll see that there is an inset little bit there, so you need to sort of lift this up and fold that down and line it up, and then just push down and it'll click in place. So if I just do that now, so you just got to make sure it's lined up correctly, otherwise it won't work. So I think I've got it lined up, and I just push. Oh, God. Alright, here we go. No, that didn't click. Hold on. Alright, I've managed to lock that in place now. So you pretty much hold there and you squeeze the hell down and it locks in place. So that's pretty much the top half of his body done. What you do now, you flick these up. If I can flick those up, and these tabs in the middle, I'll separate out the legs. If I can. Right, there we go. Separate that out, and then these things fold up, like so. And then the next trick is to separate this from this middle bit. And I'm so glad that these are much sturdier than the G1 versions, because the G1 versions pretty much broke off. Now you separate that out like that, and you sort of wiggle your way down like that. And what you want to do is get this blue tab here vertically facing down. So you pretty much just keep wobbling that like that and changing that like that. And I think that is it. Oh, and then it clicks in place, and then you can fold that blue tab up like that. So I'll just show you that again on this side. So you pretty much separate it out like that and progressively move that down until you get that vertical. So you can lift that blue tab down. Now that should click, sort of. And then you flick this tab up. You should be able to flick it down a bit more than that. I'll leave that for now. Alright, so that is what you do there. And then that folds around to close that gap. That folds around to close that gap. And these side windows fold down behind that clip there. Same on this side. And then these pretty much extend down. So what you do with the knees is you fold that down and rotate it. And the beautiful thing is there is a tab here that fits into that knee tab right there. So that fits in like so. You do the same on this side and tab that in like that. And there you pretty much get your feet like that. Now I'm just going to fold that down and see if I can. So is that all the way? No, there we go. And then fold that like that, and that are his feet. Okay, and then for the hood, you pretty much fold that down and just get that in the way. Now for Smokescreen and Blue Streak, you pretty much fold those out so they sit on the shoulders there, and Blue Streak has got the shoulder cannons, but Smokescreen here, hold on, where are they? He has these attachments, and you sort of put them in like so, I think. So I'll do that in a bit. Now with the hood, what you see here is you see a couple of tabs there, and this little tab here needs to come up. So you pretty much just sort of lift it up into there and lock it in like that. And then that's free forming like that. Alright, and that is pretty much locked in. And then of course the last step is to spin his waist around, which is pretty damn tight. So you spin that around, and there you have it. God, that was painful, wasn't it? I'm sure that was painful to watch too. So now you guys know why I don't transform on camera. If you've lasted this long, thanks for sticking with me. And I think that's pretty much it. So these guys, I haven't actually worked out what direction they go in. Oh, you get the picture. It's probably on the other side. So they clip in and sit in there somehow. So I'll fix them up and show you the lot in a second. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks, bye. Alright, back again with the 3 of them now. Sorry I had to take a break there for the kids. Now the shoulder cannons are pretty easy to put on, so where I left off, you pretty much slide these in, so I'll just take that off. So there's a little hole there that you see there, and you just slide that on, and it pretty much then just sits on top of the shoulder like that. And that is pretty much 100% accurate to the cartoon. Everything else on this guy is pretty much accurate. The only thing that probably isn't is in the cartoon, I think the feet are actually blue, but of course, you know, they can't change the rear lights here, so they've probably compromised and put the blue tabs in there. Some people were complaining that why aren't these red? Well, he had blue feet in the cartoon, so and he also had grey paint or grey colouring on the inside of his legs in the cartoon as well, so that's cartoon accurate. So there's a close look at the symbol, Fair Lady Z. So the paint app on Smokescreen is definitely the best out of them, and Blue Streak is pretty damn perfect too. It's a shame the plastic on these are a little transparent, and so you shine the light through and it sort of has a tendency to look a little bit brownish. But other than that, everything else is pretty damn good. So, Prowl. Let me just see if I can. People had some issues with putting the guns in the hands, so I'll see if I can have a try on camera here. So if you can see there's a little gap that you insert the gun into, so each gun will have a little knob that you'll see right there, I think. Alright, so you try and insert that in, which means it needs to go in pretty damn straight already. So if I do that and close his hand, there you go. So that was, I don't know, pretty easy. So maybe I just got lucky. So I'm assuming it's pretty much the same with the others, and that sort of tab there that goes into the hand. So that's pretty much it. I haven't really shown you guys these or how to put them on. And I think with that gap there, I think they just, for Blue Streak, they sort of sit on top like that, I think, to give it a bit more of a G1 toy look, which I don't necessarily like. But other than that, God, what's with the focus there? Oh, there we go. So these 3, what I'll do is I'll transform them back into bot mode and give you guys a look at what they look like with the rest of the crew. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I thought I'd give you guys a quick look at the G1 cars that they've made so far, and they do look beautiful together. But my love for this figure has gone to friggin' hate. You're probably wondering why Smokescreen's not here. Well, during the transformation to bot mode, you'll remember that I put the head through and you hold it and you click it through, and I had trouble clicking it through due to the 2 tabs that you can see in there. and it's those two tabs that are stopping me from pushing the head back through into alt mode. Now I managed to get it through for Prowl and Bluestreak after some really hard pushing, and now this, I just, no matter how hard I press, I can't get the friggin' head back through the hood. So I'm going to have to keep trying, but it's just so bloody frustrating. There's always something about these MPs that it just ends up pissing me off with the transformation. I hate to leave it on that note, because they really are beautiful figures, and they look pretty much G1 accurate, straight out of the cartoon, no matter what mode. And together, I don't have Optimus, he's back on the shelf, but together they really do look amazing. So I'll be taking pictures through the week and posting them up on the Facebook page and the Google Plus page, so touch base with those pages, and you'll keep up to date with all the pictures I load. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, bye.